is up, champions? Whew. What's up, champions? Welcome to another video. So in this video I want to show you a calisthenics, kind of an intermediate level hypertrophy pulling routine. So only using our body weight. I would also use some weights, to be completely honest, these days for some specific isolation exercises. But I know a lot of you guys follow me are doing calisthenics, maybe doing your training in the park, maybe you don't even go to the gym. So that's why I decided to kind of create a calisthenics hypertrophy routine. So only using our body weight. So this is kind of an intermediate level routine. So you got to be able to do a couple of pull-ups and chin-ups if you want to get to work, because if you cannot do pull-ups, then this is simply going to be too difficult and you won't be able to stay in that hypertrophy rep range, so about 8 to 12 reps. So this is not for complete beginners. If somebody is a complete beginner watching this and you want a specific hypertrophy program, then let me know and I'll make sure to make it happen in the next video. So this is a pulling routine. I'm also going to create a pressing routine, and then you can do pulling on Monday, pressing on Tuesday, or you can simply combine them and do pulling and pressing in the same training session on the same day. So both work fantastic. It's just a matter of which one you like best. So this routine is very simple. We're going to have one exercise from vertical plane pulling, one exercise horizontal plane pulling, and then simply finish with curls. So something for that bicep. So it's very simple. We're going to start with lower number of sets, and then each week I want you to step up. So give it, either do an extra rep on the exercise or do an extra set on the given exercise. Or once you do about 5 sets per exercise, then you can also add in some different exercises and kind of have some fun with your hypertrophy routine. But this is kind of the basic layout. So we're going to start with 3 sets of 8 chin-ups. Then we're going to move on and do 3 sets of about 10-12 bodyweight rows, and then finished with 3 sets of half chin-ups. Basically, I used to call this Johnny chin-ups, so working on the top position, so mainly the bicep is activated. Whew. So we're going to start with 3 sets per exercise. You don't need to do much more than that, and that's altogether, that's 9 sets. And make sure to work with a smooth tempo. That's very important regarding hypertrophy. So here, when you're doing the chin-ups, you don't want to go as fast as possible. You know, take your time. Very important. So make sure to do everything with smooth tempo, and the pause between sets is 2 to even 3 minutes in order to hit the same number of reps. So 2 even 3 minutes is completely okay, even if working for hypertrophy. So 8 to 12 reps. I would start with 8 and then try to progress my number of reps with the chin-ups and pull-ups specifically, especially, should I say, because it makes no sense to add like 2.0 kgs or something, 2.5 kgs to your weighted chin-up. It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So there I would simply go up with reps. If you're doing rows, however, I would start with higher number of reps, so something like 12 reps, and then make it more challenging. So either use a weighted vest or elevate the feet a little bit more to make it more challenging in the next coming weeks, and then simply increase intensity like that and lower down the number of reps. So ideally we want to start with 12 reps and then increase intensity, but chin-up or pull-up is such a valuable exercise and it needs to be done. So if you can do sets of 8 chin-ups, you can still work for hypertrophy with calisthenics. So yeah, I think that's basically all the shit I had to say regarding this. And one more important detail is why. Why should you work for hypertrophy? So this is it's not like I become obsessed lately with developing my back or the bicep even bigger. You know, I don't give a shit about that. All I give a shit is performance. So if it helps my performance, then I'll do it. So if you've been doing calisthenics for 2 years and maybe you're fairly skinny, but you can do, maybe you have some strength, you can do a whole lot of chin-ups, but the muscle mass is just not getting up, then this is the routine to do. And after you increase your muscle mass, if you then work for strength specifically, you'll also improve your overall strength. So that's why it's very important, at least for a short period of time, to work for hypertrophy, even if the goal is purely strength. So yeah, I've said my case. Now let's look at the routine. Boom. Alright, so that is the pulling hypertrophy routine with calisthenics. Beautiful stuff. So start with about 3 sets per exercise and then try to progress towards 5 sets. So that's the first way of progressing. And once you can do about 5 sets of 8 to 12 repetitions per exercise, then try to increase the difficulty or try to bring a new exercise into the game. So maybe starting with some pull-ups, then going for chin-ups, then going for rows. Explore the width of the grip, go close grip, go wide grip, try the rings, try the bar, simply have some fun and then finish with something for that bicep or also some brachialis work with the band possibly. So whichever muscles you're most interested in developing. So if you want the one-arm pull-up, doing some curls in a pronated position with the band or with the barbell would also be a great idea. So, but that's kind of the main layout. So vertical plane pulling, horizontal plane pulling, and then finishing with something for the arms, so some sort of curls. And that's basically it. So this is a routine, and make sure that it's challenging and make sure that you're actually sore the next day. So that's very important, and it's kind of a different thing regarding strength and hypertrophy. So you should be sore the next day. If today you're going for some pull-ups, you want to do some chin-ups, some rows, you have your hypertrophy session, the next day you should actually experience some soreness, maybe in the lat, maybe in the bicep, but you should definitely feel it. So you should not be dying the next day, but you should feel it. So once the body adapts to this routine that you'll be performing, simply try to switch it up a little bit. Try to add a certain exercise, try to do more sets, try supersets as well, combining pulling and pressing, and simply have some fun there. So yeah. That's basically it for this video. Make sure to also click that link in the description if you want to further educate yourself about training. So I'm giving a lot of value out there, and if you want to get on my email list, you receive quality emails regarding strength training, mobility work, to further educate yourself about how it's like to train smart and actually achieve the advanced elements. And not waste your time on bullshit that doesn't work. So pinpoint specifically what you need to work on and work on that. And just mentioning that, I remember that you also get to see the video weak links in the kinetic chains. So if you want to hold that front lever or the planche, there's something that's going to give out first. And in that video, I think in a very simple way, explain how to find that weak link in the kinetic chain and work on that specifically to really speed up your progress regarding the advanced calisthenics elements. So I think that's basically it. Was one more time? Oh. And also, I'm every now and then I'm launching my product, my training programs, my tutorials. So if you want a discount, then definitely it's a good idea to be on that email list, because people on the email list are the first ones to find out when exactly is that launch happening. So if you want a discount on my training programs, routines, step-by-step guidance, then simply click that link and I'll see you guys there. Thank you so much for your time. Bye all.